Some things are very simple. We make it complicated. AI Plus is all about making things simple for the consumers, keeping it simple, democratizing it, and making it better for the society and for the better good of it. Yes, what does AI mean to you? Which I know that probably what does AI mean to you is like artificial intelligence. What do you think it's AI Plus? Let me tell you a brief story about it. AI for all of us has always been an applied intelligence for us as a team in AI Plus. What does it mean is human intervention along with an artificial intelligence. We have always believed in one thing, that artificial intelligence, human cannot replace, artificial intelligence cannot be replaced by human. Human intervention is extremely important. Hence we believe that applied intelligence is the core key in the future, in the going forward. What does that mean for us is that, yes, there's a Gemini into it, there's a highest technology, everything embedded into this particular phone. But it cannot be fulfilled until unless it's been having an applied intelligence by a touch of a human. And that is what we call it as AI Plus. We know that having a complete control over your experience is essential. And that's the reason we have created the next Quantum OS to provide transparent controls that empower you. Yes, today we are excited to launch our latest smartphones designed with your needs. While we are designing the product in India, how can I not speak about Make in India? This product is not just made in India, it's confidently imagined, expertly engineered and meticulously built in India. With a cutting edge robotics and commitment to quality, let me show you a video rather than me speaking about it. The team who helped us in doing this, our EMS partner UTL, Mr. Sudhir Hasija, his team entirely was sitting over here. Thank you very much. And we really appreciate your support. And you have been quick to turn around all of this. The people sitting next to you, they need the socks urgently. Thank you very much. But yes, talking about democratization, which is the third fundamental pillar for us, which is where our third biggest partnership will come into picture. So let's talk about our third principle, which is democratization. In a population of more than 1.5 billion people, more than 400 million Indians still use 2G phones or a basic feature phone. While there are 650 million smartphone users, there are still nearly one-third of the population who are left out of digital economy. With only less than 3% of the value share for Indian brands in a market which is more than 5 lakh crore rupees. Can you even imagine this particular thing? None of the Indian brands having a particular share which is more than 3% in the Indian industry. Secondly, There's a huge digital divide gap because there's a huge difference between a 2G, 4G and a 5G. 400 million 2G users. And that is where we believe that digital inclusion is no longer optional. It's a matter of infrastructure. And inclusion demands action. Brands must close loopholes and commit to building equity. The AI Plus smartphones is designed for both urban areas and the transition from 2G to smartphones, ensuring that no Indian is left behind. It is well priced, tested on all networks, it is tailored for practical use cases, including UPI and the government services, to empower this vision. Yes, Flipkart has stepped up again for the challenge, and I am proud to announce that our partnership with Flipkart to take AI Plus smartphone to Indians across the country, length and breadth and all is corner. I would also like to say thank you to Flipkart, specifically to the entire team sitting over here, which is from Mr. Kalyan, Ajay, Smriti, Mukund, and the entire team who has made these things possible. I think working with them has been infinite pleasure. I would definitely, it's been infinite pleasure working with them. They know really how to build a brand in India. They believe in democratization. They believe in one thing, that it has to reach length and breadth across the country. They match with the DNA which I am focusing on right now. They have always supported me back since 2015-2017 journey, also in my previous ventures. Yes, again, they have stepped up and they are again in this game, all in, and hence I would like to call upon Smriti to speak more about the partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madhu. You were mentioning that you're creating a device which you can trust more than a friend. How can we now participate in that, right? Good afternoon, everyone. We're gathered. Am I audible? Yeah. We're gathered here not just to launch another smartphone. This is a strategic inflection point for the industry, and we truly believe in it. We believe that this is an inflection point for the consumer and for what we believe is the future of India's digital era. Today, we unveil a brand that was not just created for a category, but for a cause that is very close to our heart, a cause that is rooted in clear, unmet need in one of the world's fastest growing smartphone markets in India, which is India. But let's talk about the reality. The reality is that consumers have been forced to choose between two different parameters. It could be price versus performance. It could be access versus aspiration. And this trade-off has always pained us as Flipkart, where we are serving the largest consumer base in the world, right? China, for example, has close to 1 billion smartphones. But India, as Madhav showed, has about 650 million. A lot of this participation in the digital economy will happen only if all the Indian consumers are able to access a smartphone, right? That is where we believed that we should partner with Madhav and create something which is for this market. That is where AI Plus comes into play. AI Plus, a brand that believes in designing for inclusion, scale, and security. This is built for everyday enablers, the students, the workers, the homemakers, and the dreamers alike who keep moving India forward. This is a product that I could proudly say is made in India, made for India, and ready for the world. This is not just a marketing line. And the more we work with Madhav, we realize that this is the ethos of the brand. And that's what's been super impressive. This product has been built here, engineered here, and you saw that. And this is designed around India's languages. The more AI grows, we need to think about the role of Indian languages in AI. And that is where I believe AI Plus can come in and make a significant change. Because this is going to be built around Indian languages, needs, behaviors, and values. It's a smartphone that puts data privacy and control in the hands of the user. As you saw, all of those dashboards were super impressive, and I don't think there is any other brand that gives us this kind of a control on our own data. This, I believe, would help people move from feature phones to smartphones, from 2G to 4G to 5G, and without a financial strain. But a great product isn't just enough, is it? Distribution matters, access matters, trust matters. And that's where Flipkart comes in. Because Flipkart isn't just a platform, it's an ecosystem with scale, credibility, and a deep-rooted understanding of Indian consumers that is completely unmatched. Few platforms understand the nuances of Indian consumption the way Flipkart does, which is where we come in. We are an organization that has built one of the most trusted digital ecosystems in India, covering all regions from metros to the remotest corners of the country. What Flipkart brings to the table is not just reach, we bring relevance. We bring logistics that can deliver tech to the doorstep of millions of consumers, financing tools that make ownership possible and not just aspirational. A platform that understands Tier 2 and 3 India as much as it does the urban centers. This launch is a perfect intersection of ideologies, of AI Plus bringing in the right product and Flipkart delivering it with trust and access at scale. I believe it's a marriage made in heaven. This launch resonates with trust, something that really matters to the first-time smartphone buyer. We believe this launch sets a new precedent. It showcases that the future of smartphones in India is about raising expectations at every price point. Why should the consumer compromise at any price point? Why should there be a trade-off? That is the question we ask today. This is a moment of mindset shift, changing how consumers think about what's possible and what's within their reach. This is a pivotal moment, we feel, because when you give millions of people access to intelligent, affordable technology, you don't just create consumers for yourself. You create participants in the digital economy. You enable education, employment, and empowerment. And that's how you build a stronger, more secure, and self-reliant India. To everyone who believed in this vision and built towards it and brought it to life and is present here to support us, thank you so much.